Hi everyone, welcome to Learning by Doing with Praveen Kandan. This is Praveen. In this Java object-oriented programming playlist, we will learn OOPS concepts step by step. This is Java OOPS programming session number 24. Constructor with example, correct OOPS standard way. As per the industry standards, we will discuss. If you are confident about learning, then like the video, subscribe the channel for more update. Please click the bell icon and select all notification option. Don't choose personalized option. You may miss some session updates. Let's get started. In our previous sessions, we have discussed about what is by constructor. So constructor will be invoked automatically at the time of object creation. What's the primary purpose of constructor? It is used to initialize the object's data member. Prerequisite, please watch the previous session videos, that is session number 23 and 22, and then watch the session number 24, that is current session. Okay, so rules for constructor we already discussed. So class same name as the class name. There is no return type. It will be invoked automatically. It's not required to explicitly we have to call that constructor. It will be automatically invoked at the time of object creation with the help of new keyword. What's the primary purpose? It is used for initializing the object's data member. So first, I'll show you without constructor what's the problem, because in our last session, session number 23, I told you in next example, you can able to understand why we are getting the constructor. See here. So what is the class name? Mobile phone. Data members are brand, battery. All these things will be stored in the class area in memory. Okay. It won't get memory, just stored in the class area. Okay. Like stack heap, there will be a class area, just a blueprint template only present in that area. Okay. It won't allocate any memory. Okay. So what are the methods? These methods also present in that method area. So what is that? Set data and display. Okay, so these are the local variables. So what I'm doing means initially, so first I'm creating the object at line number 18. So object reference variable is phone one. So I'll tell you, even if you're not giving, automatically default constructor will be allocated by the Java compiler. Okay, after compilation, default constructor will be added. The name of compile, what's the class name? Like this, it will be stored internally. The next session we'll discuss default constructor in a pictorial representation. Now just try to understand. Like this, it will happen. Okay, this time only. Okay, well, constructor called only at the time only. These data members will get memory in the heap area. Okay, at the time of object creation, because in heap memory area only object will be created at the time this instance variables or data members will get the default values. String means null, integer means 0. Next time, phone 2 also the same procedure. Phone 2 object reference variable refers this data members. It will automatically initialize the default values null and 0. After that, what I'm doing is phone 1 dot set a normal method I'm using. Okay, set data apple comma 30,000. So what the value will be passed in B apple bad 30,000. So I'm assigning these local variable values to the instance variables brand and battery. Okay, next I'm displaying phone one dot display, brand and battery is displaying. Next again I'm calling with the phone to object reference variable. So set data 1 plus 25,000 means 1 plus 20,000 25,000 based on the phone to reference variable. If I'm displaying by the help of display function, brand is 1 plus battery is 25,000. So first we'll execute this code, then only you can able to understand what's the problem with this. Actually you'll get the output, but the way is completely a wrong one. Okay, see here, output you are getting no issues. Okay, I'm closing this now. See here, you are getting the output. What is the problem? While I'm creating the object, you are passing the empty values. Okay, but I already told you this is not a right method. Am I right? This is not a right method, because while you're passing, you're initializing the default value, that is no valid set. It is not a valid one. You're just passing the empty one. At this point, these values are null, null, and 0. At the time of object creation, these values are null, null, 0. Okay, null and 0 means it is not a right one. Okay, object is created empty. If you're, it looks like a empty mobile phone you are given to the client. Whether they will purchase it, next day you will tell. So after some time, please come. We'll give the processor, and next day we'll give the camera quality, and then we'll give the processor, RAM, so and so. Whether customer will buy our mobile phone? Definitely not. Likewise, here you're just passing the empty one. It's not a valid state. At the time of object creation itself, it should initialize it. That's the primary usage of constructor. That's a standard. Okay, while you're giving the mobile phone itself, it should be in a ready-made state. So battery, RAM, camera, everything should present. You should not pack one by one. Okay, day by day you should not pack it and then should not give it to the client. Same procedure. Okay, this is the problem we are faced. So here, you are just passing the values. Okay, just passing the values through the method, not constructor. Constructor just passing only the empty values, that is the default values. You're just passing the default values. This is not a right one. The time of object creation, constructor is called, but there is no values. It's just setting the default values. That's it. Then what's the problem here? Here there is no warning or error. You are passing simply a, what is that, empty constructor. There is a default constructor. You're not passing any values or you're not initializing the object's data members. There is no warning or error. This is first drawback. Second one, we can do mistakes. I told you it's a danger sign. So if I forget to set the data, if I forget to set data, there is no error in the program. So if I'm calling this phone one dot display, the set data is not working. It is not mandated to call this function. Just implementation is there. I'm not calling this. Okay, I'm just commenting it or deleting it. Okay, see here, I'm not having this set one, set data itself, set data method itself. If I'm calling this, we'll get the empty values now. See here, null zero. This is the problem here. Okay, if I forget to give that set data any one method or any two methods, then automatically it will create a problem here. Zero zero null, same scenario. If I'm commenting this and phone to data, it will throw give the values by the default, null zero null zero. This is the problem. But if I'm using the constructor as per the OOP standard, if I'm using that, okay, as per the OOP standard, if I'm using, see here, at the time of, okay, I should pass the values here, but without values if I'm giving, it will throw an error. See here, constructor is available, class name, and then constructor name is same. Okay, I'm passing the values. Okay, as prototype is signature is string and int, but if I forget to give it, it will throw an error. The constructor mobile phone is undefined. This, mark my word, this is very important. This is the purpose we are getting in the constructor. So at the time of object creation itself, we have to pass the values, otherwise it will throw an error and will give the warning message like this. Okay, so it's a purely an error. Okay, it's just giving the red alert. The constructor mobile phone is undefined. You have to set the values, but here there is no warning and all. It is allowing. This is the important moment of the video. Okay, so please give high priority to this. If I'm normally initializing and then using the general method, it won't throw a warning or a error. Okay, but if I'm using the constructor, it will give the message warning, you forget to initialize the values. That is what the message says. The constructor mobile phone is undefined. So now we have to give the values. What is that? Apple, comma 30,000 I'm giving. Next year, this error now gone. Okay. Next I'm giving, what is that? One plus, comma 25,000. Got it. So what will happen here at the time of object creation? Okay, Apple 30,000. Okay, at the time of object creation, new, before that it won't get memory, brand and battery. Now only will get the memory. New mobile phone means first default values will be assigned. After that, because of this constructor, okay, in future we'll discuss about the constructors. Now just try to understand what is happening. So constructor will be invoke, mobile phone invoke in the sense calling. So mobile phone Apple 30,000. So now it will be invoked to this line number 7 BD. What's the value stored? Apple BAT 30,000. So now the BD is assigned to brand. Like A equal to 5 means 5 is assigned to A. Same way Apple is assigned to brand, 30,000 is assigned to battery. If I'm displaying this function, so now it will display the output as Apple 30,000. Next time again another one object I'm creating. So 1 plus 25,000 I'm passing. So BD stores 1 plus 20, BAT stores 25,000. So it will be assigned to brand and battery. Now the output is 1 plus 25,000. So overall output is Apple 30,000 and then 1 plus 25,000 will get it. I hope you are clear with this. This is the proper standard in industry they are following. I hope you are clear with this. So if you found this session useful, then like the video, subscribe the channel for more update, and please share it with your friends. Thank you for watching.